wrong language.
Okay. This is Anlin Zhang, and she is going to a picnic today. Let's see what happens next.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh my god! Ow! Ow! This Coolerroolerinio.
This bag doesn't work? Wow, the new and improved Baggio is the best bag ever for cooling, for holding things, for holding anything, for catching even. It works for any versatile use. All you have to do is open the top. And put things into it. The convenient, new, technologically advanced insulated cooler bag.
But wait!
There's more! For a limited time, you can get 3 for the purchase of 1. Just call 1-800-666-666.
No, but wait, is it actually that good?
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to know, we can conduct a statistical test, and you can test it. Yay!
Yay!
Good idea.
And that's just what we did.
Our statistical question is, will a wheeled plastic cooler or an insulated cooler bag insulate ice better after 90 minutes?
60 cups were randomly assigned to 2 different treatments, the plastic cooler and the insulated bag.
We then filled each cup with about a handful of ice and then measured it on a kitchen scale. Okay, so now that we've randomly generated 30 numbers and we found the cups that corresponded, we're gonna put these 30 cups into the plastic cooler as our first treatment, and the other 30 cups will be going into the insulated bag treatment.
Simultaneously, have another person put the other 30 cups into the insulated cooler bag, and then start the 90-minute timer.
Next, while you're waiting, make a refreshing snack.
6.5 hours later.
So after a while, we finally got our smoothies, and the time was up too. So basically what we did is we dumped out the excess melted water while ensuring that the actual ice stayed in the cup. And then we massed the final weight, and we were able to determine the percent decrease in ice mass.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
New Total Repair Extreme from L'Oreal Advanced Hair Care. The science behind extraordinary hair.
Because you're worth it. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
And here are the results. As expected, the Baggio is basically 10 times better than the Coolerroolerinio. But wait, that's not true.
So as we can see from looking at the dot plot, the mean percent change in ice mass for the insulated bag cooler was much higher than that for the plastic cooler.
Wait, that can't be.
However, Anne, it can be. As we can see, the Coolerino retains more ice than the Baggio.
Okay, but I mean, a graph doesn't tell you anything, right? It's just a picture that can be faked or whatever, you know? So it can't be true.
Well, actually.
We perform a 2-sample t-test for means, and we check that the conditions are all met. We use alpha equals 0.05, and we calculate our t-values and p-values.
Actually, Anne, we can prove it. As you can see, we conducted a significance test, and we found, indisputably, that the results were significant. The Coolerroolerinio is in fact significantly better at insulating than the Baggio.
To further support the superiority of the Coolerroolerinio, we also calculated a 95% confidence interval of the difference in means between the percent of ice melted of the insulated bag minus the wheeled plastic cooler treatment. Thus, we concluded that we are 95% confident that the interval from 6.276 to 12.78 captures the true mean difference between the two treatments.
Wait, it's positive? What can that mean?
Well, that just means that the ice placed in the insulated bag treatment melted more than in the Coolerroolerinio.
Oh no, that's not that good. Can we refilm the commercial again?
So reflecting back on our whole process, we realized that there were a lot of things that could have gone a lot smoother. Our original design was to test water absorbency of name brand versus generic brand paper towels, but that didn't really end up very well, as waiting for the water to drop was kind of impractical and took a long time, and our random condition was not met as well, so we decided to move on to a different experiment. We simultaneously had this other side project where we were trying to compare the dirtiness of different surfaces, so we tried growing mold in bread, but that did not end up very well. We would like to take a moment of silence to honor the mold that never grew. It was probably too cold for it to grow, or something. But I mean, all's well that ends well, right? We were pretty happy with how the ice experiment ended up.
Finally, to introduce the cast, the one who couldn't stop laughing. That infomercial lady. That cup lady. And the one who disproved it all. And let's not forget honorary member Juliet.
I guess I'll just take my Coolerroolerinio.
No!
Well, thanks
For watching!